I regret begging Buba Galadima. Yes, I am seriously in regret. Recall that yesterday I told you that I was pleading with Buba Galadima to take things easy after this court judgment sacking the Kano State INEC chair on the account that the INEC chair, the Kano State INEC chair, is an appendage of the NNPP. Buba Galadima was still provoked despite my intervention, not knowing that things were happening on the ground before now.
Following the court ruling by Federal High Court sitting in Kano on Tuesday, which sacked the chairman of the Kano State Independent Electoral Commission, KANSEC, Professor Sani Malumfashi, for being a card-carrying member of the ruling New Nigeria People's Party, NNPP, the national headquarters of the party at an emergency NWC meeting in Abuja, has called on Governor Abba Yusuf of Kano State to obey the judgment of the Federal High Court, Kano Judicial Division, on the dissolution of the Kano State Independent Electoral Commission and eventual stoppage of the local government election in Kano State, fixed for Saturday, the 26th of October. In a statement signed by the National Secretary of the party, Comrade Ogeni Olakposi, Sunday, and made available to the media, NNPP counseled Governor Abba Yusuf to disregard Buba Galadima's unfounded allegations against the judiciary and go ahead to set up a new electoral commission panel who are neutral and non-partisan. Joining us on the morning show is the National Secretary of NNPP, Comrade Ogene Olakposi Sunday. Good morning. Welcome to the morning show.
Good morning. I'm happy to be here. Good morning to Nigeria. Good morning to all the panel and the anchors there.
Well, comrade, let's start with your local standing in this matter, your bona fide. When your name was mentioned earlier this morning, you know, my phone had been bombarded with messages saying that you are an impostor, that you are not the national secretary of the NNPP. Okay, I went to check the website of the NNPP. Truly, it's not your name that is there. But I know that your party is factionalized. There's the Dr. Boniface, pro-APC, pro-federal government, Dr. Anebonam faction, which even says that there's a difference between NNPP and Kwankwaso, and that Engineer Galadima and Dr. Kwankwaso are impostors who do not represent the party. That's one issue. The second issue is this proposed local government elections in Kano State, and you are saying Dr. Abba Yusuf should not listen to Galadima and Kwankwaso and should obey the court in principle, yes? We could say it's right to obey the court, as it were. But it looks like your party, you know, it's in a state of confusion. Although you people say eventually that it's family affair. That's what every politician comes here to tell us. But first, are you qualified to speak for the NNPP?
Yeah. Thank you, Dr. Abati. And our friend there, I don't know whether Rufai is there. And then with Ayo and other people.
Good morning.
Because I've appeared with Rufai sometimes when all these things was about to start, immediately after my election at the Convention and General Assembly in August 2023 in Lagos. I came to your studio here in Lagos to make sure that Nigerians know what was happening in our party. To start with, there's only one new Nigeria People's Party founded by Dr. Boniface Okechukwu Anebona. And as I'm speaking now, the certificate of the registration of New Nigeria People's Party is with Dr. Boniface Okechukwu Anebona. And today, in our constitution here, because on that day that I was with Rufai, I was trying to cite a portion of the constitution which I couldn't quickly lay my hands on, which is a peculiar and special constitution of any political party in Nigeria. This constitution gives room for the founder of the party to be a life member of the board. And as today, Dr. Dr. Boniface Okechukwu Anebona is the chairman of the board of trustees of this great party. And then this constitution also empower the Board of Trustees of a great party in subsection 1234A to ensure higher standard of morality in all the activities of the party by acting as the conscience of the party with power to call to order any officer of the party whose conduct fall below the norms. How did I come in and became the national secretary of the party? The Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and with the verdict of the Supreme Court state clearly that it's only a political party that can determine who is their member and their officers. And the Board of Trustees of this party called for an emergency convention in Lagos with General Assembly in August 26, 2023. We met at Rockview Hotel, and by the special grace of God, all the General Assembly and the convention, they unanimously voted me in as the national secretary of the party and Dr. Major Gilbert Hagu as the national chairman. And immediately after my emergence, I rushed in and I came to Arise Television to let Nigeria to know what was happening. That was more than a year ago. As we are speaking now, I'm in Abuja here at the national headquarters of the party, situated at William Plaza, Zone 4, Wuse here in Abuja. And that is where this party has been from its inception, from 2001 to date. The new Nigeria People's Party we are talking about was registered and founded by one man called Dr. Boniface Okechukwu Aneboda. And Buba Galadima, though is an elderly person that came here to start telling a lot of lies, was one of the delegations that led Kwankwaso to Umuawulu in Anambra State to go and beg for platform in 2023, that the Kwankwaso needed a platform to contest an election. So since that, they came into this party not barely 2 years ago, and it was a memorandum of understanding which has expired. The memorandum of understanding is that they are coming in to contest on the platform of our party, and our founder, Dr. Boniface Okechukwu Aneboda, was magnanimous enough to give Kwankwaso this kind of opportunity, though he is from the East, and he is how to know who is a pan-Nigeria. Where even his brother Obi is contesting to be the president, he is still aligned with a northerner. And it is surprising that Dr. Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso can be so ingrate, and Buba Galadima coming here to tell us after they went to this man to prostrate and ask for platform to clothe them when they were naked politically. Having said that, there's no controversy about the originator and the founder of New Nigeria People's Party. There's no question about my emergence as the NNPP. What you check on is the shenanigans of INEC, and we're already in court. And all this record will be corrected in due time. We know that, as a matter of fact, Nigeria is a constitutional country where we are not in Banana Republic. All right. So we are already in Federal High Court, and we know that very shortly all those records will be corrected. Okay. So as far as I'm concerned, I have the locus and have the authority to talk on behalf of the party, and I'm sitting here in Abuja at the secretariat of the party. All right.
Okay, so on to the next question. Tomorrow's elections, the Federal High Court ruling, according to reports, there are still plans for the elections to go ahead. Preparations are in high gear. We have people going to verify their candidature. But another faction of the NNPP is of a different opinion, that the governor should obey the Federal High Court ruling. But also, they're also saying that there are questions around jurisdiction, a state high court ruling as well, stopping anyone from stopping the elections from going ahead tomorrow. What's your take on this? What is the official stance of the NNPP? And do you think the governor will listen to this faction of the NNPP?
Thank you very much. And I want all Nigerians to know that this party with the name New Nigeria is a divine party. And Dr. Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso should fear God and know that God did not give him this message. The message was given to Dr. Aneboda. Having said that, we should not be doing things the way it is being done in other political parties if truly we want a new Nigeria. Haba Yusuf, our governor in Kano, is a product of the court. Without the judiciary and what happened at the Supreme Court, Abba Yusuf will have been hitting this Akamo, whatever in his house now. He wouldn't have become the governor. So if the court give us a judgment that made my party, NNPP, to be a governor of Kano today, we are now advising that governor to be very careful of people like Buba Galadima and Senator Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso, who is so desperate of doing things lawlessly. What is happening within the party is part of lawlessness of Dr. Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso, and we don't want him to mislead the governor. Whatever the case, whatever the differences, Abba Yusuf is still a governor in Nigeria today on the platform of NNPP. And having said that, when there's a landmark judgment by Federal High Court in Kano and telling them that the composition of that commission, the Kano State Independent Electoral Commission, was not well constituted, Kwankwaso should remember that most of the law concerning the setting up of CANSEC and bringing up these people was done by Kwankwaso himself. And now when you made a law, you are about to even obey the law that you made. And I want to say it to all Nigeria. If truly we want a true Nigeria, a new Nigeria of our dream, we must make sure that the umpire in our election are neutral. I have it on good authority that Manu Fashi is still, as I'm talking, a member of New Nigeria People's Party. You will see him going around with red caps. So, and if anybody pointed that out, and it is spelled out in our constitution, that anybody that will lead such a great umpire of an election must be a neutral person, must not be a card-carrying member of any political party. And the court, in its wisdom, now said that these people, they are not qualified to conduct this election, and therefore the election cannot go forward, that the governor should constitute another panel. I think that one is okay and simple.
Okay, Mr. Alaposi, for the benefits of those watching, and because we're a station that sticks to the facts, according to INEC's website, which INEC is, the supreme as regards political party, the National Secretary of the New Nigeria People's Party is Mr. Dikko Olayoku, and the address is at number 11, Maitama Gandhi Street.
That was then.
That's what's still on the website. I just wanted to clarify. Secondly, are you not a meddlesome interloper? Hang on a minute, in this their matter, because if you are saying you have the Boniface and Eguna faction, I'm very sure as you speak now, you are saying our governor in Kano, you don't have a relationship with Governor Yusuf. I'm not even sure you've gone to...
No, the political party is one.
Hang on a minute, let me finish.
NNPP is one.
Can I finish?
Okay.
If you claim NNPP is one...
Yes, go ahead.
Rather than coming on television, you should have picked up the phone and called him. But because you don't have a relationship with him, he is with the Kwankwaso and Buba Galadima faction. So all of this you are doing, like the Yorubas, is not what they call Anyojuro. Because how is it your business? You say the NNPP is one, but you don't have a relationship with Abba Yusuf and his faction. You don't have a business with them. They don't even recognize you.
We have business with them because they came onto us to beg for this platform to contest elections. I'm coming, Rufai. And I want to tell you,
you don't have anything with them.
And I want to tell you, the INEC website you are talking about, we have challenged INEC in court. I said we are in court, and that record will be corrected in a due course. I'm telling you with all authority that what we are doing right now, I want to assure you, Rufai, that very shortly you will see what will happen. Okay. This platform, there is no room for hijacker.
No, hang on a minute.
And when we are doing what we are doing,
hang on a minute.
Let me tell you the reason.
Hang on a minute. If you claim that the party is one, can you pick up the phone wherever you are?
Yeah.
And have an audience with the governor of Kano State and give him this advice? He doesn't recognize you.
Why not? The point is that why I cannot do that is that you have it on record that even the governor, as we are speaking, is on suspension till December 31st by the National Working Committee of our party.
Your faction suspended him.
Following Kwankwaso to do what is wrong. Now, don't faction, let me tell you this. By the time these people are rooted out, these Kwankwaso people are out, we still have the Nigeria Party that people will want to come and contest. They must know what we stand for. We must have a principle. The problem with Nigerian politicians is that you don't always have a principle. There's no any radar of where we are going. What we know is that New Nigeria People's Party that was founded by Dr. Anebode is one, and we are there, and these so-called interlopers, they have come. There was a memorandum of understanding by which they begged Anebode that they need a platform to contest. You know, Rufai, that this Kwankwaso has been coming here and there as a nomadic politician. He has been in PDP, he has been in APC, he came to NNPP, and he's doing all these things to mess up the whole situation. And because of that, the NWC, as we are talking, we have explained Kwankwaso is a Kwankwasia leader. He's not a member of NNPP in the face of law within the constitution of our party. And all these things are subject of discourse at the Federal High Court as I'm speaking. And we are ready to pursue it to logical conclusion. Therefore, I want to assure all Nigerians that the new Nigeria of our dream, there is no any room for hijackers.
Okay, comrade.
The reason why we are trying to caution the governor is that NNPP will still remain NNPP even after their exit. Thank you, sir.
Comrade, what is curious, though, is that your faction of the NNPP, Dr. Boniface Aniebonam's faction, is busy pressing the federal government of Nigeria and the APC government. So some people say, well, maybe you guys are inside NNPP and working for APC, but it's not something that we can determine.
It is laughable. It is laughable for anybody to say that. If we are in opposition, like what we are saying now, are we not in opposition when NNPP got back Kano? Did Abba Yusuf and Kwankwaso work with APC government or federal government? When we are in opposition, we should always speak the fact. Dr. Abati, I've known you over the fire, even when you are even working with the president of this country. You still say it the way it is. So the leadership of NNPP today, we are here to say it the way it is. And that is what Dr. Anebode stands for, and that is what we stand for.
Okay, in due course, the public would get to know who is truly in charge of the NNPP. A typical story. All the parties seem to be in disarray. Labour Party, PDP, NNPP. Very interesting times.
Today, the true facts, the true state of things is finally out. Many of you will think it is only PDP or Labour Party that's having internal crisis issue. Listen, NNPP is not an exception. They are all battling their fair share of supremacy in their various parties, even to the least political party across the nation. The reason is simple. These politicians see politics as a profession. Many of them don't have second office. What Ojiso Kalu revealed recently about the receipt of 14 million naira, which he said is not enough for him and some of his colleagues, is a true testament to what I'm saying. Because according to Ojiso Kalu, many of his colleagues at the Senate chamber are full-time politicians. When you ask them of their profession, they will tell you clearly that they are politicians. Is politics a profession?